Hey everyone, Jesse here, aka Thedrazor, and welcome back. I already did the preload
All of
to
his
where we
co-workers
left
were
off
gone.
yesterday.
What could it mean?
So,
Stanley decided to
here we
go to
go.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go this way. So I have no clue where I'm going. Everything's starting to look the same. Oh no.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Aww. I was having fun with that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we
Weird.
missed something. The story. Here it
Alright,
comes.
anybody notice how we just took
No,
multiple
wait,
lefts?
never mind. Not the story.
We would have
Okay,
ran
let's
into our
head back
own
the other way
thing.
and retrace our steps.
First off, if you're gonna try to be accurate, don't do that to me.
Now
please.
this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
This was
I
my
can't quite recall, but I
my
believe
grandpa's
my
basement
story
when
took
I was a
place in
kid.
an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
Yay.
And it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Oh no.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
But I loved it there, Dad. That was my home. Everything I've ever wanted in life.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
I don't
Just
want to follow
the
that.
line. How simple is that?
Oh, it looks
No,
like I have
no,
no
I'm
choice.
done. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Who spilled their coffee? Jackson. Alright, if you need me, I'll be playing solitaire. Aww.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think
All right,
what we
I'm gonna
need
follow
right
this
now
line
is a bit of
100%.
music
Oh
to
man.
lighten the mood.
Woo. Oh, this is annoying. There we go. Personal files, I was interested. Alright, I'm done walking over and clicking on random things. Unless this is
Wait,
interesting.
cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely
Okay.
and remember it carefully. You
Yep.
won't want to miss anything.
It's a fern. That's for sure. Alright, I remember everything about it. I forgot everything.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
After that jam, guys.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Okay.
daring, mysterious.
I'm interested.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I don't want to go that way. But okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
We're just going to keep
Use
making
your
turns. If you
imagination.
guys get dizzy, I'm
Whatever
sorry.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just
Okay.
walk in circles for a minute.
Take your time.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
wanna go
there
this way.
must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Probably.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I want to take the door on the left.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The
Jesus, I've
confusion ending.
been playing
You're telling
for
me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
15 minutes, it says.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Probably.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Hope you guys are taking these words into wisdom. Oh, man. But yeah, I hope you guys are listening to these words, because they mean something deep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Open doors yet?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, well, I tried. Oh, you can no longer open that door? Dang it, I wanted to ride in the elevator that's in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. Alright, now this is the point where I think the game ends. Because I feel like that mind control area is going to be blocked off. And then I'm going to walk into the escape area where you guys saw last
episode. He felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think.
My phone's just going off like crazy right now.
Of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Good question.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright. Well, since technically I had to restart, this part was never actually incorporated, I guess.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
But since you guys already know how this turns out, I think I'm going to end the episode. Want to end the episode when we walk out into the no-no square? Or do I just redo the escape? I'll redo the escape. just in case you guys missed it last episode.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This is pretty accurate to the real life.
He refused to
be honest.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Most people are, friend.
Proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
What happens if I
eating,
push these
working.
buttons?
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Not sure what happens here. Even after watching it ages ago, I don't remember what happens here. I don't even know if he did it. Is anything? Well, if this isn't peculiar. Okay. Well, I guess it's nothing. This definitely looks like it should do something, though. Okay. What happens if I walk up to this and push on?
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about
Red
me,
button important now.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell
Yellow
it,
button.
I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What the hell's up?
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Correct.
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh no.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
All right.
ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Boomstick. And does it restart again? It does.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. So I think this is
Yet
going to
there
be a
was not a single
last run
person
at
here
things.
either.
I'll
Feeling
probably
a
just go
wave
through
of
the escape
disbelief,
tunnel.
Stanley decided to
I
go
did
up
in
to
the
his
last
boss's office.
doohickey.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Open this? Can. Right. Let's see where this takes us. This is a long elevator ride. You guys enjoying it? Alright. We're in the same area.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Alright. Word. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit of talking here. So, my brother is going to state basketball this weekend, or he's in the hotel right now. So I don't
Stanley
know
walks straight ahead through the large door that
consistently I'll be
read
posting.
Mind Control Facility.
Well, that's happening.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
It's true. It's true.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Why would we want that?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Mr. Narrator. Farewell.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Alrighty, so that is the end. You can pause here and look at that if you're interested. So, like I said, I'm not going to be around as constantly, so there's a chance I won't be posting over the course of the next few days. And what just happened? Alright, for some reason my computer decided to go back to the desktop menu. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna try to pre-record some videos so I can throw them out for you guys over the course of the next few days. But no promises.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
I'll kill you.
How they
do
both
it. Don't
wish
test
to be
me.
free.
Don't test me, woman. Alright. So, I'm sorry. That was mean and hurtful. So, I'm going to try to pre-record maybe some Rocket League and stuff. That way I can get that ready to throw out there when I get the chance over the course of the next few days. If not, please don't let it bother you, and I shall see you guys in a few days if I don't see you guys soon. So, peace.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.